Hello fellow stackers, 365 here, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we've got a few things to go through. I've got a mail call here from Selvin Stacks. I've also got a new challenge that I'm going to be starting in a few days time. And then I've got a 10-ounce bar that I'm going to remove from the original mint packaging and put it into a capsule. So let's get straight into today's video. Now, the first thing I wanted to talk about was a new challenge that I'm going to be starting on the 31st of October. So literally in a couple of days' time, I'm going to be starting this challenge. Now, the challenge is going to be called 365 Days of Saving Money. Now, the whole point of this challenge is to not only pay off some debts. I've got a couple of credit cards that I'd like to completely eliminate, and I've also got an emergency fund that I need to replenish. Now, a lot of my cash, as I've mentioned in many of my videos in the past, is not sitting in banks. It is invested, it is tied up in investments, whether it be precious metals, property, crypto, or any of the other things that I like to collect in hope that they're going to go up in value over time. Now, that has left me a little bit vulnerable to any emergencies that could appear because I don't really have an emergency fund. Now, I know I shouldn't have got myself in this situation, and for many of you watching this video have probably got emergency funds, and if you haven't, I highly recommend that you have an emergency fund before you spend your money on precious metals. Always make sure you have at least a couple of months of money in the bank in case you have an emergency pop up, the boiler breaks, the washing machine goes, your car needs repair, whatever it may be. You don't want to have to sell this stuff to pay for emergencies. So that's where I've left myself a little bit open. I have sold down some of my more premium silver over the last couple of months and weeks, but I ended up putting that into more lower premium, closer to spot pieces of silver. So I didn't really end up freeing up much capital from that experiment. So I'm going to try and challenge myself to having a whole year away from investing, away from stacking, away from spending anything other than paying the kind of day-to-day bills and the mortgage and all the rest of it that you kind of have to pay, like food shopping and those sorts of things. I want to completely cut out any impulsive buying. I want to completely cut out anything that I don't absolutely 100% need. Now, I'm going to be doing this, like I said, from the 31st of October, so depending on when this video goes up, it'll either be the following day or a couple of days' time I'm going to start this challenge. Now, I need your help with this challenge, I need your support with this challenge. I don't want to get to a stage where the content on this channel gets boring because I'm not picking up different things. So I have thought about a plan, and what I've actually done is I have 12 parcels that are not currently unpackaged. I think I have slightly more than 12, but I have a minimum of 12 parcels that I've not yet unpackaged. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spread those over the course of the next year. So I'll unbox something every single month, so you'll still get to see new pickups and new pieces of silver being added to my stack, but that is stuff I've pre-brought. It's in my possession already. And I will do another video in a few days' time showing you a selection of parcels that I have, and I'm going to start to number them all. So I'm going to number them 1 to 12, and I'm going to let you decide which one I do each month. So when I unbox one for the month and we showcase what's inside, I'll let everyone vote in the comment section which number they would like to see me unbox next month. So there will still be new pieces of silver being unpackaged on the channel, and I am very aware that many of you like watching my videos because you like seeing me unbox new pieces of silver. So that side of things won't stop. But going forward, I won't be spending any more money for the rest of the year. Now, before I get fully involved in that challenge, I wanted to go out with a bang. I wanted to buy one more piece of silver, something a little bit different, maybe something a little bit more premium, something that you don't often see on videos. So I've actually started a post on the Silver Forum, and I will leave a link to that post in the description of this video. And I've asked for people to showcase some items that they're willing to sell for me, and my budget is £100 including delivery, and I would like to buy one more piece of silver before this channel begins. So like I said, I will put a link to that topic in the description so you can get involved if you want to. This is mainly going to be open to people in the UK because it will be a bit more difficult for me to purchase things from the US because postage and tax and all the rest of it. So if you're in the UK and you have something in your stack that's a little bit different that you're willing to part with, please do head over to the Silver Forum and show me a photo of it and let me know how much you would like to part with it for. And like I said, I will be picking an item. I'm going to pick the item that I choose to buy as my last purchase of silver for a whole year. I will decide what that piece is on the 31st of October. So I will go through everyone's suggestions. There's already been one suggestion. I only put the post up today and there's already been one suggestion mentioned on there. And I'll pick an item and that will be my final purchase of silver for 365 days. And like I just said, that won't stop me unboxing things and showcasing new pieces of silver because I pre-brought 12 pieces to open throughout the year. But this will be my last actual purchase. So do head over if you've got anything that you think I'll be interested in, even if it's a 1 ounce piece that you want to sell for, say, 60 or 70 pounds because it's a more premium piece or it's something unusual. Whatever it is, my budget is up to £100. So I'm not really too fussed on what size the piece of silver is, whether it's a 1 ounce or 2 ounce or whatever size it's going to be. I'm more concerned about picking up something that's really, really nice and something a bit unusual, something that's a nice way to set this challenge rolling. This is someone called Jen Smith, and she's written a book called The No Spend Challenge Guide. And I've only just started this. This will probably annoy people that don't like books being... But I've only got up to page 7. Well, I've done more pages than that because I've read all the kind of forewords and all the rest of it. But I've just started this book. And in this book, the person that wrote this book, her partner and her got married and they both had $78,000 worth of debt between them. And they decided to focus on solely paying that debt down before they did anything kind of extra curriculum, any extra activities, any extra hobbies, any extra spending. They just focused all of their energy and all of their extra income on paying down that $78,000 debt. And they actually paid it off. I believe they paid it off in 2.5 years. Their original goal was 5 years, but because they were so driven and focused, they paid it in just over 2 years. So really, really inspiring. Like I said, this is the book I've just started reading, and it's so different to all the other books I've read in the past. All the other books I've read in the past have been about basically spending money, investing money, whether it be on precious metals, properties, the stock market, crypto. They're the books up till now that I've really been involved with. And after reading those books, it makes you want to go out and spend money because it makes you want to invest in the things that you've read about. So this is a complete mindset shift for me. It's a completely different book. And it's actually really, really interesting to read a different perspective of not going out and investing, but actually building up an emergency fund and paying off some debt. So really, really good book. And the challenge that they set in this book is 30 days. So they set a challenge for 30 days of no spending. Now, obviously, I wanted to do it a little bit bigger than that, and I wanted to go for the full 365 days. It ties in nicely with my channel name as well, and I think that's a real challenge, to go for a whole year of not buying random things and spontaneous things. And even though these are investments, when you're buying gold and silver, although it's an investment, it still can be a spontaneous pickup that isn't in your budget. It's so easy, and I've done it many times in the past where I've watched people's videos and straight away after I've had to go out and pick up the item that they have in their video. And it's so easy to do. You literally watch a video, you come away from that video and you think, you know what, I really want to add that piece of silver to my stack. And even some of the smaller channels like Gold2 Stacker that has recently started a channel, he's only released about 3 videos now. And in his very first video, he was showcasing some pieces of silver that I've actually had my eye on for some time now, but I hadn't actually gone out and picked them up. And after watching his video, I went out and I brought myself a 1 ounce jellyfish silver round, which I've been watching for some time now and I've never pulled the trigger, but I really, really liked it when he showcased it in his video. And also there's a Taekwondo 1 ounce silver coin that he showcased in his first video. And I also went out and brought that straight away after watching his video. So it's not like you have to watch a really large stacking channel that's been around for a long period of time to get stacker's envy. You can watch a smaller channel that's just started and still see something that you really like and you have to go out and pick up. So although when you're buying this stuff, you're essentially spending without spending because you're converting your fiat currency into an investment that the charts have shown over a long period of time has historically rised and gone up in value, you're still impulsive buying. So that is what I'm going to try and get away from. And I've given myself 3 bullet points to help keep me on track. Now, the first one is document anything before buying. So in this notebook, before I buy anything spontaneous, I'm going to put pen to paper and I'm going to write it down. Now, what I'm going to do with it once I've written it down is I'm going to wait 24 hours before buying. So if I write down on here 1 ounce silver coin, something I've seen in someone's video, I'm going to wait 24 hours before I go out and buy it, because I feel like after 24 hours has been and gone, it's a lot easier to make a more calculated decision on whether you actually really need to purchase that item. And I'm hoping that this book is going to stop me from going out and buying things impulsively. I can't just walk past a pub, for example, and go, I'm going to pop in here and have a drink, because it has to go in my notepad. And by the time 24 hours have passed, obviously I'm not outside the pub anymore. So I do think this is going to really help me with my impulse buying and buying things that I don't need to spend money on. Now, the third and final thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be filming monthly updates on my progress, and that is to help hold me accountable, and that is to also share my journey with all of my subscribers and those of you that are watching today's video, because I do feel like some of you out there might be in a similar situation to me. You might not necessarily have debt that you want to pay off, but you might want to save up for that bigger purchase, and you're really struggling. You might want to get your first 1 ounce gold coin or your first 10 ounce silver bar, and you're really struggling to save up enough money to be able to make that bigger purchase because you keep going out and buying these smaller purchases. So this challenge could help anyone, not just people that want to pay off debt or want to build up an emergency fund. It could help people that are perfectly comfortable with money, but they like the idea of having a whole year of accumulating some money so they can go out and buy that 100 ounce silver bar that they had their eye on, or their 1 ounce gold coin that they really want to get. So do feel free to get involved. I'll be really interested if anyone wants to also join this challenge with me. So that is the update on the 365 days of saving money challenge. I hope you think it's a good idea. I hope you like the idea. And like I said, the content is not going to stop in terms of me unboxing pieces of silver, because I have brought some ready to unbox 1 a month. It won't be as regular as it has been. I've been unboxing things, probably 5 or 6 items sometimes a month at the moment. So we'll obviously cut back, but that is what I need to do for my finances. So that's the first part of the video. The second part of the video is we're going to get into this mail call. Now, when I do number all these parcels that I'm going to be opening 1 a month, do let me know if any of them are mail calls, because it's hard to tell if they're things I've brought or they're mail calls, because it all goes to my PO box now. So if there's something that you've sent me and you recognise one of these parcels that I'm going to be showing you that's saved up for a previous month, do let me know that you've sent it, and it will skip the queue, because I don't like the idea of people that have sent me things having to wait for months and months until I get round to opening them. Now, this has been really nicely secured. It's come all the way from the US and really nicely sellotaped. That's how it's done. If you're sending something across the pond, you want it to arrive in one piece. There we go. Right, we're in. Oh, this is cool. Looks like I've got a note in here as well. Right, here we go. Wow, okay, right. So we have a really cool... wow, the poker chip. I've seen those on your channel. They look amazing. Right, okay, so first of all, we have a sticker. A very nice looking sticker as well. Selvin Stacks. I will leave a link to his channel in today's description of this video, so please head over and show your support. Really nice. Keep stacking, Selvin Stacks. Look at that. What a gorgeous looking channel sticker. Great logo. Pop that over there. Right, so we have a letter here. 365 days of silver, sending you my poker chip. May it last longer than my silver journeys did. LOL. I love your videos. Keep posting, keep stacking. See you in the streams. Selvin stacks. Absolutely brilliant. And for those of you that haven't seen that video yet, I actually unpackaged my first poker chip that anyone had ever sent me, and that was from My Silver Journey. And I unpackaged it by a river, and it actually ended up falling in the river. So I am actually waiting for My Silver Journey to kindly send me another one, because really gutted that I had to actually leave it in the river because I had to get back and check out of my hotel. So I couldn't. A lot of people said in the comments about me going wading, but I didn't have a towel or anything like that with me, and I had to get back and check out of our room. But this is really cool. Look at this. Selvin stacks, keep stacking. Really nice. And I really like the colours. I like how the yellow, it's kind of a yellowy orange, and it goes really nice with the purple. So what a great looking poker chip. So this is actually my first poker chip in the stack now that I've lost my Silver Journeys one in the river. So I'll add that there. At least I'm on dry ground today and there's no chance of me losing that one. And we have another sticker here as well, just a smaller version, but it's got this sparkles around the edge. Really nice. I really like that one, how it's got the shiny board around it. Very nice indeed. So Selvin Stacks, thank you very much for sending me this. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, I will leave links to his channel in the description, so please do head over and check his channel out. Really nice card there as well. Can stand that up on the fireplace. So yeah, that is the part 1 and part 2 of today's video. The final part, and I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible because this video is going to be very long otherwise. But this is the 10-ounce Una and the Lion bar that I ordered. And for those of you that saw me picking this up, you'll know that the seal was already been damaged. I brought it like that, knowing that that was already the case. And I actually have a spare 10-ounce bar capsule to hand because I had another 10-ounce Una and the Lion bar and I was umming and ahhing about taking it out of the mint seal, and I decided against it. But now that we have one that's already in a seal that's damaged, it gives me the perfect opportunity to transfer it into a capsule where it's going to look absolutely amazing. So this will be the first time I've showcased a 10-ounce Una and the Lion bar out of this plastic wrap. And look at that. Absolutely gorgeous bar. So reflective. Really nice. Absolutely stunning piece of silver. These have got to be one of my favourite bars. I still think the Scottsdale stacker, the 10-ounce Scottsdale stacker, are my favourite. I love the way they stack so precisely. But in terms of beauty, this is absolutely incredible. The background looks amazing. The design looks amazing. I've said it before, one day I'd actually quite like to get this as a tattoo. I think it would make such a great tattoo. Really nice piece of silver. Wow, incredible. Now we're going to transfer that into the capsule. Look at that, safe and sound in its capsule. That is as tight as you're going to get. I actually brought this capsule, like I said, for my other Una and the Lion bar. So I was hoping it was going to fit, and it does. But that is incredible. That is a real tight fitting capsule. Really nice. That will really protect it. And also, you can see its beauty. Absolutely stunning piece of silver. So I'm going to wrap the video up there. Thank you very much for watching. It's a bit of a longer video, but I had a few announcements I wanted to make. Thanks again for Selvin Stacks for the mail call. Really appreciate that. And also let me know in the comment section what you think about my 365 days of saving money challenge. Let me know if you would like to also get involved and join the challenge yourself and save up some money. As always, thanks very much for all the support. A massive shout out to the 365 channel members. Really appreciate all your extra support. It doesn't go unnoticed, and it really helps with making these pickups and all the rest of it. As always, thanks very much for watching, and I hope you have a very nice day.